it's Trish from Dish Kitty Studio, and I am here live in the Smoky Mountains. Hi there, it's Trish from Dish Kitty Studio, and I am back from vacation. I had such a wonderful time. I wanted to just give you guys a quick update. I know I talked about the art supplies and everything that I packed, and I actually did use quite a lot of the stuff that was in my bag. I first want to give you just a quick flip through of the Inktober stuff that I did. I know I did some of them on camera for last week's video, but I just wanted to quickly show you. I did keep up with it for the most part. I had a couple days where I was behind and I had to catch up, but I did keep up with Inktober while I was on vacation. So this was number 5, chicken. I actually did this one in the car, that's why it's a little rough, but there's that. This one is number 6. The prompt was drooling. Number 7, the prompt was exhausted. And then I think I went way back up here to the front. This one is a real quickie. It was star was the prompt, and I was in a rush. I just wanted to get something done, so I just really quickly doodled a star and meh. 9 was precious. I had just been to the aquarium and saw the beautiful jellyfish. They're so cool and so inspiring. So I drew a quick jellyfish there. Oh, that's some kid artwork. Number 10, flowing. So I just drew a little coffee pot there. 11, cruel. So I just drew a quick little witch. I did not spend a lot of time on these, honestly, because I was busy. 12 was whale. And then right after this, you'll see, after this video, you'll see number 13. I did that one on camera, so you can actually watch me. I drew it off camera, but I inked it. I also wanted to go through, this is my book. I think you guys have seen it a couple of times now. I've shown you, well, at least once, some of the pages I did. So these, I think I did these before I left. But these pages I actually did while I was gone. Can you believe it? I actually worked on my book while I was gone. So this was from our last day in Louisville with some friends of ours that live there. We had such a great time. This is a little card that the server gave us. Her name was Holly. From the place we had brunch before we left for Tennessee. And then Bloody Mary, of course. And we stopped in a little town called Corbin, Kentucky on our way to Tennessee, and stopped at the birthplace of KFC, which was actually, I think, the very first location. And it was kind of, had like a little museum and stuff. We didn't eat anything there, but we just stopped and looked around at the museum. I bought a postcard, and we just kind of checked it out. So the next day well wait, this is the same day, sorry. This is all still Sunday the 7th. We got to Tennessee, we checked into the Dollywood Resort. This was kind of like the little, folio that they gave us with the schedule for the resort for the week. Just some information about Dollywood and the Dollywood Park, and then of course a little postcard with a picture of the hotel on it. So I just kind of stuck that in here. I tucked the whole folio in and taped it in, and then Dollywood's whole theme is completely butterflies. So I just drew a quick little butterfly on the page. Well, that was Sunday. Today, right now, is Saturday, October 13th, and I have not done anything since. But I'm still pretty impressed that I managed to at least get a couple of these done and keep up with Inktober. So, I am probably going to work on this book and getting some of the ephemera. Let me show you the ephemera. This whole sack, well, except for this little sketchbook, but this is all just like the pamphlets and the tickets and the little, stuff, maps, whatever, stickers, postcards that I picked up while we were gone. there's no way, obviously, I'm going to be able to cram all of that stuff into this book, but I am going to, I think that's probably what stopped me from working on my book more, to be honest. It's just that I need to really pare down what I have and figure out how I'm going to make it all work. But I'm going to work on some of that tomorrow, and I'll probably do it on camera, so I'm sure you'll see that at the end of this video. But right now, here is a really short clip of me working on today's Inktober sketch, which is the 13th, and the prompt for today is guarded. So I did the entire thing with my, I've already filmed it, so I did the whole thing with my Sharpie brush pen. This is new. It's new to me. I don't know how long they've been making them, but I just discovered them recently, and this is the first one I bought to try, and I've got to say, I love it so far. I've used the, you know, whatever, there's a million different kinds of brush pens out there. I've used all the brands, I think, and they always seem to, you know, the tip always seems to fray and start to split like almost immediately, and this one I've used it several times and it is still perfect. And of course, just like the regular Sharpie inking pens that I love that look exactly the same but just like this, with the regular fine tip, completely waterproof, no bleed through, gorgeous. I can't say enough about this brush pen so far. I'm really happy with it. So if you're interested in a black brush pen, I highly recommend the new Sharpie. I think I bought it at Michael's. It was, I don't know, not very expensive, couple bucks. I don't know, give it a try. I'm happy with it. Anyway, enjoy this clip, and I am sure I'll be back with more tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. everyone. I am back here. I pulled out that giant bag of ephemera from my vacation to the Smoky Mountains. And I am starting out by just cutting up this bag. I was thinking maybe I might try to use it as a pocket somehow. So I was kind of cutting it up, and then I decided to rip the top of it. But the first thing I really needed to do, because I have this huge pile, is just sort of go through and sort of sort everything out by day. So I know what elements I want to use where, if I'm going to use them at all. There's no way I'm going to use all of it. But so I'm kind of like just putting it into piles of things that we did on different days, and then trying to organize it a little bit more at least, and then kind of setting aside things that I know I'm not going to use. So I sorted out by day, and then I kind of just go through each little pile. Well, I actually just start with the first one, the day that I'm going to work on, which is this past Monday. And I kind of just go through it and sort of look through, decide what pieces I'm going to use, how I'm going to use them. I did want to use that as a pocket. I had these great stickers that I bought. So I thought, oh, maybe I can, use the sticker to create a pocket with this piece of bag. So that's kind of what I'm working out here. And I'm kind of just going through the process of figuring out the best way to do it and where to place it. So on this particular day, we were staying in Pigeon Forge at the Dollywood Resort, but we went to Gatlinburg, which is about maybe 20 minutes away. And we went to the amazing Ripley's Aquarium that's there, which was just beautiful. I took so many great photos and great videos. In fact, I will use my magic wand to put in a little bit of video or photo or something right here so you can take a look. Magic. Okay, so I was really inspired by some of the just the sea life in general is amazing. It was a really great aquarium. So you can see I made my little pocket, and now I'm sticking my aquarium stuff in there, and I used some electrical tape to hold the sides up. So I decided that this brochure was way too big and it just wasn't going to work. I had a smaller brochure anyway. So I'm just putting my bits and pieces in there. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is using that postcard to put my journaling on, and then I'll put that in the pocket as well. But what I decided to do was, since I'm going to write my journaling on the postcard, I decided to actually use the other side of the page, the spread here, to just kind of draw some of the stuff I saw. So I started out by drawing the Smoky Mountain peaks, which are incredible. If you've never been to the Smoky Mountains, I highly recommend it. It's beautiful. So I just sort of really simple sketched out just some peaks, and now I'm just coloring them in. The mountains are beautiful shades of green. So I'm just using my Sakura-koi watercolor palette to sort of just kind of give the idea of those colors. And I went ahead and went right over the entire page with this, since I wasn't going to write on it anyway. But in addition to the mountains, I really wanted to capture how much fun we had at the aquarium, and how much I just loved the jellyfish. I thought they were so beautiful. So I decided to paint a little jellyfish in here too. The mountains are amazing. We went to the aquarium early in the day, and then later in the day we took the little tram ride to Ober-Gatlinburg, which is basically a ski resort, which was not, there's not much happening there at this time. There I'm sketching out with pencil my little jellyfish. But there wasn't much going on once we got to the top of Ober-Gatlinburg, but the tram ride was incredible. It was so beautiful, and some of the leaves are starting to change, but, for the most part, it was green. There was a few flashes of orange and burgundy here and there, but it was great. We had a really fun time. So you can see I'm just kind of watercoloring in that jellyfish, still using that Sakura-koi watercolor palette. And I decided to make it, the jellyfish kind of changed color, but I decided to use this beautiful purple because I thought the purple would contrast nicely with blue. I was going to do a blue background like water for the rest of the bottom of that page. So I decided to go ahead and make a purple jellyfish. But so I'm happy with the way this turned out. I think it turned out nice. It was exactly what I wanted it to be. Again, in my daily journal, I don't try to make everything. It's not about being perfect. It's just really about kind of capturing what I did and, my memories, really. So this is kind of a quick little sketch, but I am happy with it. So I ended up here. I think I go ahead and dry it. Yep, I try to make sure it's really dry. My paper was starting to really pill. That paper is very porous, and it was really starting to break up, so I knew I had to cool it with the layers. I tried to use a Sharpie pen, but the paper just wasn't going to take much more super wet media like that. So I decided to go with just a regular ballpoint, which is always a perfect choice. It's great. So I'm just making the tails here for the curly cues for my beautiful jellyfish. And I think this turned out great. I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. This is a bit longer than some of my other videos, but it was fun to make, and I hope you have a great week. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video and be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss any of my other videos. Thanks so much.